If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the US, let me know what country you represent. Throw up your flag. Let me make sure I got this volume up. Yeah. Family. Oh, yeah, as you can see, I got my boy Corey Holcomb t-shirt on. The anomaly of comedy. Yeah. So, family, Donald Trump, your president, no class, no class whatsoever. This guy was at a presser and he was asked about the late, great Rob Reiner's death. And listen to what this dude had to say.
President, a number of Republicans have denounced your statement on Truth Social after the murder of Rob Reiner. Do you stand by that post?
Well, I wasn't a fan of his at all. He was a deranged person as far as Trump is concerned. He said he knew it was false. In fact, it's the exact opposite, that I was a friend of Russia, controlled by Russia. You know, it was the Russia hoax. He was one of the people behind it. I think he hurt himself in career-wise. He became like a deranged person, Trump derangement syndrome. So I was not a fan of Rob Reiner at all in any way, shape, or form. I thought he was very bad for our country. Yeah.
Slips, Mr. President. Leader Thune doesn't seem like he wants to get.
So y'all heard it, fam. He says that Rob Reiner suffered from Trump derangement syndrome. So pretty much anybody that checks him, anybody that's a fact checker, anybody that questions anything that he does, in his mind, that means that they have Trump derangement syndrome. In other words, if you're not buying the BS, you're deranged. It's pretty much what he's saying. He said that Rob Reiner is bad for our country, was bad for our country. I can guarantee you, even with the millions of deranged people who are out there that ride for him, I can guarantee you if we took a poll right now and we only had Donald Trump and Rob Reiner on the list as which one of these guys would be the worst for America? Which one of these guys is good for America? Which one of these guys is bad for America? I can guarantee you that Rob Reiner would come out on top. And Donald Trump would absolutely be considered bad for America. Most people, even if every single person that voted for him, first of all, I still don't believe that all these people voted for him. I think it was fixed all the way. But even if those people voted for him, took the poll and said that he was not bad for America, it would be hard for a lot of them to say that Rob Reiner is or was. Here we are, less than 24 hours, about 24 hours after we find out that Rob Reiner and his wife died in their own home by having their throats slashed by their own son. You have no class, Charlie Brown, Donald Trump, talking about how this man was bad for America. Talk about no class whatsoever. He's mad at Rob because Rob said that he was a Russian plant, that Russia controlled him. But who don't know that? It's well documented. Even a lot of Republicans know that. Remember, fam, before Donald Trump got in office, Russia has always been an open enemy to America. Trump gets in, all of a sudden, nobody's talking about Russia being a threat anymore. Trump leaves, now Russia's a threat. Trump comes back, Russia is no longer a threat. You tell me. I don't even look at Trump's comments as being insensitive. I look at his comments as being as insane. Trump, Donald Trump is absolutely a sociopath. He is a sociopath. He has all of the markings of a sociopath. If you look at him, listen to him talk, listen to the things that he says, listen to the things that he says, watch the things that he does, watch his facial expressions, and he has all the makings of a sociopath. I mean, that's the way sociopaths behave. We got one of America's most beloved citizens who just was discovered murdered in his own home. Politics aside, one with some class, especially the president of the United States, might say, you know what, RIP to him. I feel sorry for his family and friends, condolences to his family and friends. And that's all I'm going to say about that. That's how you do it. That's class. That's class. But Trump don't have no class. He don't have any class. And you think that this country is supposed to be better with him in office, like he's going to somehow make this country better? This country lacks class on a daily basis. I mean, the moral compass is broken. What's the sense of having a leader if the leader is not a uniter? If the leader is not there to try to improve our lot in life, if they're not trying to improve our conditions, the way that we communicate with one another, the way that we treat one another, if they're not trying to improve that, why are they in office? Why is anybody voting for them? You can talk about money. Money come and go, man. We're gonna get money. Money come and go. It don't matter who the president is. You're always going to have an opportunity to make money. You can't be falling for the banana in the tailpipe, making people think that because you vote for them, somehow you're going to have more money. You're going to get money. You're going to get money anyway. That's the way the game goes. It's like playing the stock market. The stock market is designed to go up. So you're gonna make money if anybody play the stocks. If you play safe bets on the stocks, if you play the safe stocks, if you do ETFs, you're gonna make money. That's on automatic. And here's another thing. Anytime you catch a person speaking in third person about themselves, you already know there's something wrong with that person. This dude consistently speaks in third person. I got me a troll. Let me get rid of them. First of all, we don't like trolls over here. Why? Because trolls are hoes. Uh, and I know the troll is thinking to himself, is he talking about me? You damn Skippy, I'm talking about you. And just like that, the troll is gone. Y'all see how we do it over here? Soon as you come in here with that nonsense, doop, out. Just like that. Delete it. Moving on. Yeah, this guy, Donald Trump, he's incorrigible. Incorrigible. Point blank, period. And let me tell y'all this, family. For all y'all who voted for him, there's a big difference in winning an election and governing. There's a big difference. Winning an election and governing. Everybody who's ever won an election, they got that part. They got that part right. But could they govern effectively? Could they govern effectively? Many of them couldn't. So when Trump talk about being a Christian, he talked this Christian talk. Where are the Christians just stepping up and saying, nah, man, we don't get on like that. Nah, man, you showing zero compassion. That ain't the teachings of Jesus. That ain't how we get on over here, man. Where are the Christians? Where are they? Where are the Christians speaking out against stuff like this? Where are they? Where are the Christians? Rob Reiner was beloved, unlike Donald Trump. Rob Reiner was beloved. Rob Reiner was a decent person. Rob Reiner actually contributed to society. If nothing else, he made people laugh. He made people think. He entertained people. He gave people a break from the regular rigors of life. If nothing else, Donald Trump he wished he was half the man Rob Reiner was. Donald Trump don't just make idiotic statements. He makes unique idiotic statements. You see a big difference in the way people mourn Rob Reiner, and the way Donald Trump will be mourned. You have fanatics, of course, who will probably jump off the bridge because of his death. Damn, we lost a racist that's bigger than me. Racist to racist. I'm gonna end it all. Rob Reiner, you will see a big difference. Even right now, as you read RIP and condolences across the internet, it's mostly universal. People in shock, people hurt, people depressed. It ain't gonna be like that when Trump died. I can guarantee you that. There's gonna be a whole lot of people hopping on the internet talking about how much of a horrible person he is. There's gonna be people on the internet talking about good riddance and all kinds of stuff. So if Rob Reiner was so bad for America, why would so many people right now, be expressing their condolences and empathy for the family? I can guarantee you that's not going to happen when Trump dies. When Trump dies, it's going to be much of the same as it was when Charlie Kirk died, because you don't get to rewrite the life you live once you die. Right now, all of us we're preaching our eulogy right now by the way we live our lives. All of us right now, we're preaching our own eulogy right now by the way we live our lives. So if you live your life where you are compassionate, you're a generous person, you're a caring person, you're a loving person, you're kind to others in general. Now, I'm not saying if you got an enemy and you got to do what you got to do, but I'm saying just in general, being a kind person, treating other people well, being fair to people. If you live your life like that, when you die, That's how people will remember you. And there'll be a long line of people wanting to say something on your behalf. They're going to want to be there to see you off. And when it's over, they're going to remember you for a long time. If you live your life where you are divisive, you're mean spirited, you got an evil spirit, well, people going to remember that too. And when you die, they're going to let you have it. And your family, I don't know why they would love you in the first place, but they're going to feel every last one of those words. It's going to sting. They're going to feel it. They're going to hear it. Just like Erica Kirk hears it right now. Just like she feels it right now. Although I don't think she cares too much, because I really, truly don't believe that she loved Charlie all that much. That's right. I said it. I don't think she loved him all that much, and I don't think she missed him all that much. She was up on JD Vance just a little bit too much. When she hugged him, remember she cradled his hand when he was hugging her? Cradled his head. Had her head in Trump's chest, like she's about to fall asleep in his chest. Like, I'm comfortable here, like I've been there before. Yeah. We preach our funeral by the way we live our lives. Rob Reiner, good dude. Solid dude. Well respected. Well respected. Well loved. Tributes are continuing to pouring in like by the dozens, not dozens, but by the thousands. Tributes. By the hundreds of thousands. Tributes. I can guarantee you that ain't gonna happen with Trump. But he got the nerve to say Rob Reiner was bad for our country. No, buddy, I can guarantee you history will say something totally different. When we look at what was bad for our country and who was bad for our country, Trump's name is going to be on the top of the list. It's going to take a whole lot for somebody to knock his name off the top of that list. That's my time. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. No more talk.